Welcome back to the Association post-game. Clap it up. I love the energy. My name is Christian Crosby here in our LA studio alongside two-time NBA All-Star Isaiah Thomas, six-time NBA All-Star DeMar DeRozan, and, of course, 17-year NBA veteran Rudy Gay. And the basketball gods just blessed us with a neck-to-neck playoff game between the Timberwolves and, of course, the Denver Nuggets. And, oh, my goodness, I can't wait to hear what y'all have to say about it. But first, let's take a look and check in and see how it all went down. Shall we, ladies and gentlemen? The Nuggets hosted the Timberwolves for Game 2 of the Western Conference first round with a 1-0 series lead. Nikola Jokic showing off his wheels. Anthony Edwards hoping to steal a game on the road. And it looks like they got that done. Let's see how this went down. First quarter. Here we go. Nuggets down 3 early. Jamal Murray pass it up court. Aaron Gordon, who bounces the ball to himself for the slam. What are we even talking about right now?
What are we doing?
This really happened in the game? Okay, cool. No big deal. That's how we play. And later in the first, Nuggets now up 4. Jokic with the bounce pass to Christian Brown for the and one. Brown is fired up. Yes, sir. 2 minutes later, Jamal Murray heating up. Jokic to Murray for the 3. Oh, my God. And the foul. Caps off a Nuggets 17-0 run. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Crazy sequence here involving Tim Hardaway Jr. Saves a loose ball. Then Bruce Brown turns the ball over.
Oh.
But then Hardaway forces a charge here.
Way to hustle.
Look how much it means, though. Look how much it means, though. Give me that! Nuggets led by 14 after that. Second quarter, Timberwolves down by 19. Edwards with the nasty snatch. Back for the 3. And runs off like it's no big deal. Y'all know how that goes. Moments later, Timberwolves battling back. Great ball movement. Leads to the Julius Randle basket.
There you go.
18 points in the first half for Randle. Midway through the second quarter, Timberwolves down by 1. Edwards on the drive. Hangs in the air, like just sits in the air, like, hey, I'm going to chill in the air for a little bit, and then I'm going to finish. He gets the job done. Gotta let that replay. 2 seconds to go in the first half, and Murray just, come on. He gives the people what they want.
He's doing what he usually does.
Yeah. From beyond half court, it falls. Nasty squint face, like, yeah. I got this. I'm good. They're tied 64 at the half. Third quarter. Timberwolves down by 1. Edwards drives left. Gets the and one. 28 points through 3 quarters for Edwards. Jokic with the response. Murray to Jokic for the tray ball. Nuggets take a 1-point lead. It starts getting a little crazy. Later in the third, more from Jokic. Backing down the defender. I mean, we all know there's not much you can do when you're under Jokic like that. 16 points in the third for him. Fourth quarter, Timberwolves down by 4. Mr. Reed gets the N1 to fall. Fired up. Ant loves it. Gassing him up. He's like, yeah, boy. A minute later, Jamal Murray attacking the hoop. Gets the floater to slapper. Fall through. Nuggets go up 3. Midway through the fourth, Bron drives to the lane for the dookie dunk right there. Yeah, I said dookie dunk. Fired up. Love it. Later in the fourth, Dante finds Jaden McDaniels for that nice little easy peasy dunk. Timberwolves take a 1-point lead. Big deal right there. Moments later, on the fast break.
Give me that.
What we doing? What we doing with it?
Counter flat top.
Okay, all right. That's all right. That's okay. We're not mad at that at all. Timberwolves go up by 3. All right. Under 3 minutes left in the game. Wolves up 110 to 108. Anthony Edwards misses, but then Rudy Gobert with the putback extended their lead to 4 now with just 2 minutes. Same score. Aaron Gordon does what Aaron Gordon does. Knocks it down deep in the corner. It's a 1-point game. Under 60 seconds to go, 4-point game. Jokic. What does he do? What does he do? Nah, I'm gonna do that. Takes it to the rim in traffic, baby. Cut the lead by 2. Everybody's getting nerfed. 20 seconds left in the game. Wolves up 115, 114. Jamal Murray shoots the jumper, misses.
Tough shot.
Rebound. Alley-oop down the court to seal the deal at the Nuggets home. Wolves win 119 to 114 to even the series. Okay, hold on. That game was crazy. The T-Wolves pull off the victory to even the series behind Anthony Edwards' 30-10 game. Julius Randle chipped in 24, including 2 clutch free throws in the final minute. Jamal Murray led the Nuggets with 30, but they fell short. This is crazy. Here's Ant-Man after the win. Let's see what he had to say.
How did you pull this one out?
Coming together as a team, communicating on defense, getting stops, rebounding, trying to limit those guys to one shot, and executing on offense.
30 points for you, and just last game you were saying you were a little fatigued after that one. How are you feeling after this one?
I feel good. It's been like a month and a half since I played basketball. This is like my second game, so just trying to get my legs on him and get my win back. I feel good.
They say a series really doesn't get going until a road team wins a game. Yeah. Well, you just did that. Do you feel like you're in the driver's seat now?
It's 1-1. It's no driver's seat. We're going home. We got the advantage at home. Hopefully our fans, rattle them a little bit when they come to our crib. We'll be ready.
I appreciate it. Good game tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, we were all glued to our seats watching that one. Pretty interesting win here from the Timberwolves. I personally love it. This is going to be a series. How are we feeling about this game right now? Rudy, you look like you got something you want to say.
Yeah, no, this is the series I think we all wanted to see. I think they're evenly matched. Jokic and Murray, they came out and they played. But, we weren't even sure if Ant was going to play in this game. He came in and scored 30 points. So that just goes to show, well, Julius Randle stepped up. He had a big game, two big foul shots. But it really just shows how important Ant is to Minnesota. They need him. They need him to show up big. They need him healthy for them to even have a chance.
Yeah, I want to hear from everybody, but IT, you were saying some interesting stuff off camera. Now that you've seen the Timberwolves get this win, what would you say the chances are that they could actually potentially win this series?
Their chances are good. I mean, like we've said earlier, the series doesn't start till you win a road game, and the Minnesota Timberwolves did that. And I'm anxious to see how they play at home. They have a real advantage with their home court and their fans and the energy they have. And I think those young boys would be ready for it. But you can't count out Denver. All they did was they didn't take care of home court. But if they can still win on Minnesota's home court, then the series is back to even.
Right. We have Chris Finch now in the presser. DeMar, don't worry. We're going to get to you too. But first, let's take a listen to what he has to say.
Sometimes we have a habit of doing that, but guys did a really good job. Julius came to life, and we found really good offensive rhythm, and that carried us once we started, having that connectivity, just in scrapping it out some tough defensive possessions too.
Primarily with defense down the stretch, Rudy.
Yep.
Had some really great possessions on Jokic. Just
Yep.
What was the job that he did, and how key was that to getting the win? That last couple of minutes, the job he did on Jokic.
I mean, he was phenomenal. Surviving the foul trouble, just playing his defense. Before the catch, after the catch. Challenging everything. It's hard as heck to guard those guys. I mean, they're in every single action down, and it's tiring. And everyone had a chance to fight him, and. But Rudy was there in the end, and it was huge, and we were able to kind of make him miss enough shots, So that's what it comes down to, You got to make him miss shots. Like, you're not stopping it. You just got to make him miss at the right time.
Chris, Julius really seemed to go to the basket a lot especially in that second quarter.
Yeah.
Just what did he give you with the bully ball and to kind of get you guys back into it?
Yeah, I mean, just exactly that. Like, we needed somebody to get to the paint, play with some force. We were settling way too much to start the game. And then once he kind of broke the paint and we were able to get the ball moving a little bit, and Ant started going and we started getting there a little bit more, and that's what we got to do. Like, we can't, especially when our shots were not going in to start the game. But once we got good ball movement, shots started to drop as they tend to do. So.
For Ant to deal with whatever he's dealing with his knee and kind of attack the way that he did, what did you see from him determination-wise tonight?
Yeah, he was awesome, man. It was unbelievable. I think also in that period when we were down, he was great on the bench, great leadership, positive. He recognized he needed to get into attack mode and get downhill a little bit more. He did that. He got off the ball when they put 2 on him, to start the second quarter run, but then all the way, Dante makes the big 3. They put 2 on the ball. Great play by Ant right there. So I thought he was outstanding tonight in his floor game.
Chris, with Rudy being in foul trouble tonight, that's a lot of other guys had to guard Jokic. I mean, how'd you just assess Julius, Nas, Kyle, all those guys, how they handled it when Rudy wasn't able to be out there?
Yeah, I mean, they just fought him. I mean, I thought Julius did a really good job on him, just getting up under him. I think when Nas was on him, we were switching a bit, and they were taking advantage of that. But I mean, we were also trying to just stem the tide a little bit. We were in foul trouble with our bigs. Julius had 3. Didn't want him to get saddled with one. Thought if we can survive it just by wrestling him with them, Kyle come in, do the same. So we just tried to weather the storm, really.
That action, the Murray-Jokic action, they were getting a lot of space at the beginning of the game there and just kind of find him on the pop like they were in game 1. But it seemed like that kind of went away. Was that being able to switch a little bit more with Rudy not out there?
Yeah, we did some of that. I think we did a better job just kind of being into and ready. I think, and they run it all the time. And so, I think we were able to throw enough bodies at Murray as well to make him miss at the right time too. So.
Rudy, foul trouble. You obviously have a plan as a coach. What is it like when that plan through foul trouble or whatever just kind of gets thrown into whack?
I mean, just got to adjust, move on. I mean, we got plenty of guys with experience who can play. Obviously he's a load. You got to make the decision whether you're going to try to double him or not. Again, the guys just fought him best they could. I thought Julius did a really great job in the second quarter on him, in particular, and then he was going to come to life at some point. So.
Coach, in the first half, TV caught Ant pleading with the refs about the and ones. Do you think that your observations about the fouls, him talking 30 to 30 free throws, do you feel better about it tonight? Obviously.
Next question.
You guys have not shown composure at various points during the season.
Yeah.
Situation in the first quarter, down a lot of 4-point plays happening. I mean,
yeah.
this was like the opposite of that this
100%.
time. And where do you think that came from this time?
Well, we talked a lot about it over the last couple of days. That's what hurt us in the game 1 was composure. Whether it was surviving our own mistakes or their runs or momentum plays that go against you. I thought tonight we did a really good job of surviving that. I mean, I've never seen that type of that many 4-point plays before, and it was somewhat spectacular. So we had to ride it out. So.
Chris, you know that Rudy is.
Coach, what happened in the second quarter?
Yeah, I mean, we're not solid. I thought they attacked our feet. Randall and the pick and rolls was tough. They moved the ball side to side, put us in rotations. We did a much better job. In the second half, we changed matchups and cross-matched a little bit and got out of the coverage we were in. The coverage in the first game wasn't bad with that unit, and they did a better job. Give Minnesota credit. They attacked our feet. They got in the paint. Once they got in the paint, we were scrambling in rotations. We tried to zone them. That didn't go well either. And so we eventually got to the cross match, which was much better than the first 2 things we tried. So give them credit. We had a great first quarter. They had a great second quarter. And the game basically restarted from there.
You said recently after the Spurs game just how much you trust Nikola's floater. What was your perspective on the last play where he kind of passes out of it there to Christian and he draws the foul?
Yeah, I mean, you always want him to shoot that shot, but he sees what he